Cutter. Files for Cutter. Whatever design you are making, you need to make your design understandable for vinyl cutter also. In plain words, you have to get your design out from the rolled vinyl material. This means you need also extra file for cutter. If you have only cutter file, then it's done from one or several one-color vinyls. For example, you have a car what needs my logo to it. There is a black text with yellow background and red stripe. Then you have to cut the text from black vinyl and then make another cut file for yellow and red. Later you will tape it together for a complete design on the car. For print design, things are a little bit different. First, you have to understand that you are printing on vinyl material and this material is thin and may stretch. Usually it does. Larger the print, the more is possibility for stretching. You have to consider this. So you need to put extra bleed to your design. Basically, you make extra black area to your black text and extra yellow for your yellow and red also, and so on. Printer prints more. Then cutter file is like your design outline over it later on. Do not be alarmed about the extra printed area. It will be weeded away later. Second demand is that for print design, you need to flatten your design to one single line. If you have text and shapes on top of each other, then you have to make them to one object, and this object outline is your cutter line. Basically, you will make a copy of a design and then weld these copies, all layers together. This will make an outline what shows only your design outlines. If you do not do that, then cutter will cut every detail and object separately, and you get a bunch of vinyl pieces, not the correct sticker. I'll repeat that to be sure. First, you copy your design file. The copied file is then welded together to one single layer outline. This is your cut line. Then you take your first design file and add extra color to the edges for possible vinyl stretching before cutting. Then print your design and make the cut with the cutter file. And for example, now you have printed and cutted your file. Then it's time to weed the excessive materials off. And this is, you see how it's done in reality. The other point is how cutter sees photos. It doesn't matter what is on your photo. Cutter sees only the photo's outlines. So if you have a tree in your picture or a car, then cutter sees only photo outlines like a square. If you want to get only tree shape from your photo, you have to draw this tree shape. Then cutter knows that it has to cut this tree shape. This is where vector comes along again. Cutter need a vector file outlines to operate. Photo is just this type of square shape. But how to make those outlines properly? Mostly designers are making outlines with outline pen tool and then simply define that make this outline, let's say 20 pixels thick. Unfortunately, this is not the correct way. Outline pen is creating you a version what is viewable like this only at the size you are designing it. For example, if you design your vehicle on scale of 1 to 10, it means that manufacturer has to make your design 10 times bigger to fit the vehicle. Outline pen is keeping the outline always this 20 pixels. If I look this 20 pixel outline on my computer screen, It is thick border, but if I size it to 10 times bigger, then this 20 pixel outline is kept the same 20 pixel outline. It is not changed also to 10 times bigger scale. So instead of visualized 200 pixels, what is 20 pixels times 10 to get to 1 to 10 scale, you still have only 20 pixels outline, and it looks like just a thin black hairline. Even if you could print it and get the thick outline, then cutter doesn't understand it, and he doesn't recognize it and ignores it. If you cut the design with an outline pen tool, then for cutter there is no outlines at all. So to get the correct outline, you have to create separate object for this. And again, you have to make it differently for cutter design and for print design. So let's presume you have a yellow cube and you want to get there a 20 pixel black outline for your design. Let's say this 20 pixel outline is, for example, 5 millimeters or about 0.2 inches. So first you have to make a contour with a contour command of this needed 5 millimeter or 0.2 inches. Now you have two objects, original yellow and the second black with an extra contour. Separate them and you have now two cubes, yellow, small one, the original, and larger, the black one. You need them both. If you are making a cutter file, then use larger file to get the contour to your design. You need to cut them both separately. When you are taping it to your van, you simply tape first the larger outline background and on top of that your design. Now you have a yellow cutter design with black outline. I will show you. First we got two squares. This is original yellow design, and this is what we got, this larger outlined black cut. To get this image of yellow design with black outline to the car, we have to first tape a black vinyl to the car. Now you have taped the black one, and now you're gonna tape the yellow one on top of it. This is cutter design, and this is how you get with cutter design a yellow square with a black outline. If you are using a printing design version, then let's take the larger object, what we got in step 1. Remember those two cubes? Now then duplicate it and add an extra layer for printing, this bleed section. The larger cube is your print file, and the copied smaller file is a cutter file. You cut it and take away the excessive material by weeding. Now you have yellow cube with black outline as you wanted.